Imagine logging into your favorite search engine tomorrow morning and realizing the page you've relied on for decades is gone. Not broken, not updated, but simply empty. For years, we've told ourselves that AI chatbots are just a fancy shortcut, a way to skip reading long articles and get straight to the answer. But the reality is far more disruptive than a feature update. Recent forecasts from industry giants like Gartner predict something terrifying for traditional search engines. By 2026, organic search volume will drop by 25%. That isn't just a decline, it's an extinction event for how we currently consume information. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what is happening under the hood of the digital world, why your search results are about to vanish, and how you can survive the shift before it happens. The transition isn't happening because people suddenly hate typing queries into a box. It's happening because the conversation has moved upstream. For 15 years, the model was simple. User types question, engine returns links, user clicks link, user reads article. This cycle generated trillions of dollars in advertising revenue for search companies and kept the entire information ecosystem alive. But AI chatbots have introduced a direct line from curiosity to knowledge without stopping at the gateway drug of a hyperlink. Think about your last time looking up a recipe, debugging code, or planning a trip. If you are using an advanced assistant, you never visit a website. You ask, and the answer appears in a synthesized paragraph. This behavior is compounding rapidly. Analysts project that by 2026, this shift will siphon off 25% of all organic search traffic. That sounds like a niche market until you realize that organic search accounts for the vast majority of online activity. When that volume drops to zero, it doesn't just mean fewer clicks. It means the entire economic engine driving content creation, SEO strategies, and digital advertising is losing its primary fuel source. We are moving from an era of discovery to an era of consumption, where the gatekeepers of information no longer need a website to sell you their truth. To understand why this drop will be so sudden, we have to look at what happens when Google stops being a library and starts being a librarian. In the current landscape, search engines rely on snippets, those little summaries at the top of the results that answer your question instantly. This is already reducing click-through rates by about 40% for certain queries. But AI chatbots take this logic to its absolute conclusion. They don't just summarize, they synthesize. They pull data from 1,000 sources, weigh the credibility, and present a single, coherent narrative in seconds. If you ask, who won the Super Bowl? Or what are the symptoms of the flu? An AI agent provides the definitive answer immediately. Why would you click through to a news site when you already have the facts? This creates a paradox for website owners. The moment your content is summarized and answered by a virtual assistant, its value plummets. We are seeing early indicators where specific informational queries, those simple how-to, or who did what searches, are being abandoned entirely in favor of conversational agents. By 2026, that 25% drop isn't just about people using chatbots. It's about the complete obsolescence of the search snippet itself as a viable destination for users seeking quick answers. There is a darker undercurrent to this shift, one that goes beyond mere convenience and touches on how we trust information. When you read an article, you can see the author's bias, check the date of publication, and evaluate the sources cited. You have agency in verifying the truth. When an AI chatbot synthesizes an answer, it presents a confident narrative that feels authoritative, but is often a collage of conflicting data points smoothed over by algorithms. This creates a unique vulnerability. As search volume drops to make room for these synthesized answers, we risk entering an echo chamber where the truth is defined not by evidence or peer review, but by algorithmic consensus. If 25% of the world stops checking sources and starts trusting the machine's summary, misinformation spreads faster than ever because there are fewer friction points, fewer links to click, fewer articles to read that might challenge the initial premise. The convenience of the chatbot is its greatest weapon against critical thinking. We are trading depth for speed, and in doing so, we may be handing over our ability to distinguish fact from fiction to a system designed to optimize for engagement and accuracy metrics rather than nuanced truth. So, what does this mean for you right now? The first 25% of traffic loss is coming, but it won't hit all sectors equally. Niche, high-intent searches, those where a user needs deep analysis, specific local data, or unique perspectives, are safe for now. These are the queries that require human nuance and cannot be easily synthesized into a generic paragraph. Your strategy must shift from chasing every search keyword to building authority in areas where AI struggles: complex problem-solving, emotional connection, and proprietary data. Start thinking less about SEO optimization for search engines and more about creating content that demands interaction. The future isn't about being found by a robot. It's about being useful when the robot can't help. Embrace long-form video, interactive tools, and community-driven discussions where the value is in the conversation itself, not just the answer. If you adapt now, you won't just survive the drop in search volume. You'll define what happens next in this new landscape. The 25% drop in search volume by 2026 isn't a prediction of failure for the internet. It's a signal that we are evolving into a new era of digital interaction. The days of endless clicking and skimming through links are ending, replaced by instant, synthesized answers delivered directly to us. But with this convenience comes a responsibility to maintain our critical thinking skills and seek out depth where algorithms provide only surface-level summaries. We have just scratched the surface of how AI will reshape the web, but one thing is certain: adapt or get left behind. If you found this breakdown valuable, smash that like button so more people can see it. Subscribe for deep dives into the future of technology, and drop a comment below with your biggest fear about AI taking over search engines. Let's discuss where we go from here together.